Our story begins in the glistening snow of the North Pole at Santa's workshop. This year, Santa Claus was way ahead of schedule in preparing for his big night, with his faithful elves singing and working by his side. He took all the necessary measures to prevent the problems of the previous year. He will never forget how Keolis Canada came to his rescue last year in helping him deliver all the presents. Since this unforgettable moment, Santa had signed up on social media in order to keep a close eye on his friends at Keolis. It was while surfing on the company's Facebook page that he discovered the new Orléans Express bus route between Ottawa and Montreal. Without missing a beat, he decided to try out this new adventure.
I can finally take some time to visit all the Keolis Canada employees to thank them for their kindness and help last year,
he said to himself. Alfie, one of Santa's elves, heard about the trip to Canada. He hurried to join the man with the bag.
What about me, Santa? Can I come with you? I've always dreamed of visiting this great country.
Santa thought that Alfie, his most faithful elf, deserved to be by his side this year. This would be a great first for the little elf. After carefully preparing the sleigh and feeding his reindeer, the two adventurers set off on a long and magical journey across Ontario and Quebec. The travelers made their first stop in the twin cities of Kitchener and Waterloo in Ontario. They discovered a region teeming with both youth and history, with its lovely Victoria Park, the famous St. Jacob's Market, but most of all, the Iron Light Rail Transit, started by Keolis Canada in June 2019. Alfie was amazed by this leading-edge technology. It was the first time he was seeing a light rail in person. The two travelers then went to the Keolis Canada depot to meet the employees. After greeting them all, Santa and the little elf hopped into the sleigh and continued on to Ottawa. The two travelers arrived in the capital of Canada. Alfie was mesmerized by the majesty of the Canadian Parliament, the incredible spider sculpture in front of the National Gallery, the futuristic shape of the Aviation Museum, and that of the Canadian History Museum, whose curved walls never make the shape of a corner. The two friends even had fun skating on the Rideau Canal, the largest natural skating rink in the world. As they arrived at the Ottawa station, they met Anita, an employee of Keolis Canada. She had chartered an Orléans Express bus to take the two travelers on their adventure to Eastern Canada. As they were about to board, Santa and Alfie noticed a melancholy feeling in the air. They quickly realized that after 2 years of the pandemic, the holiday season had lost all of its excitement. Alfie whispered to Santa, who discreetly reached into his pocket filled with magic powder and sprinkled it all over the bus. And poof! Behind the sparkling mist, the bus was transformed into the most beautiful Christmas colors. With a childlike awe in her eyes, Anita exclaimed, "Welcome aboard, my friends!" And the three travelers set off on the road towards Montreal in their magnificent vehicle. On the road, Santa decided to make a little detour through the Montreal airport. He wanted Alfie to see the planes as well as the airport shuttles of the Skyport division.
That's the biggest bird I've ever seen in my entire life,
the little elf exclaimed. Blown away from the spectacular scenes, the three travelers set off again towards the big city. Santa Claus and Anita decided to give the jolly elf a tour of the city. They discovered the magnificent Notre Dame Basilica, the sky-high skyscrapers of the downtown area, the Olympic Stadium, and of course, the Mount Royal Cross. Alfie had a twinkle in his eyes from all the amazing sights. After the tour, the three went to the bus station to meet their friends from Orléans Express. As soon as they saw the makeover of the bus, the employees were filled with holiday cheer once again. They excitedly thanked Santa for the surprise visit and were touched with his kind gesture. And so, the gang set off again in the big gleaming bus. On their journey, the merry friends passed through the town of Turban and its Île des Moulins. Then, they passed to the city of Repentigny and its modern Diane Dufresne Art Center. They did not forget to visit the employees of Keolis, Canada, in particular the mechanics, without whom Santa's sleigh would have never been fixed last year. After a long drive across the great snowy plains, the three arrived in Quebec City. Anita offered to take them on a tour of the capital of the province of Quebec. Their tour focused on discovering the historic district of Old Quebec. They were immediately amazed by the architecture of the buildings, especially the gigantic Chateau Frontenac, a hotel designated as a Canadian historic site overlooking the majestic St. Lawrence River. After enjoying a delicacy called beaver tails, the trio continued visiting the office of Keolis, Canada in Quebec City. Wow, look at the bus! What a joy to be able to spread the magic of the holidays all the way to the Gaspé Peninsula, exclaimed the employees, who were happy to meet Santa and Alfie in person. Their long journey came to an end as they arrived at the Keolis Canada depot in Rimouski. Thanks to Anita and her spirited bus, Santa and Alfie had accomplished their mission valiantly to visit all the Keolis Canada employees and thank them for coming to their rescue last winter. Little did they know that they would be helping Keolis by bringing the magic of the holidays back to the employees. With a light heart and a smile on their faces, Alfie and Santa greeted Anita one last time, promising to visit her again next year. Our jolly duo took the road again, driving their sleigh towards the North Pole. They still had to do the finishing touches in preparation to ensure that all the children would be happy this holiday season.